to Name That Famous Historical Figure in the History of Education, where I, Alicia Trebek, will be hosting this game show tonight. We have Sean Connery, 20, of Alamo, Texas, and Sammy Gilmore, 39, of Nashville, Tennessee, competing tonight. So, for $500, can you name this person? He was born on January 17th, 1706. He went to the South Grammar School, now called Boston Latin School, and created the first academy for secondary education in 1751, and was called the American Academy. It was built in Philadelphia. He felt that students who did poor in the academy would make fine teachers. And he was one of the founding fathers of the United States.
That's George Washington.
No. Sean, would you like to take a guess?
Sure. That'd be Ben Franklin.
Yes, correct. Sean is in the lead with $500. Now, for $1,000, can you name this person? This man resided in Concord, Vermont, not too far from here. He was a reverend and quickly turned to education. He created the first normal school, the first one being opened on March 11th, 1823, in Concord, Vermont. It was called the Columbian School. He also created the first teacher preparatory school in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Vermont.
Harry Tubman.
No. Sorry, Sammy, but, Sean, do you know who this person is?
No, I'm just not too sure.
No one would like to take a guess, take a gander? No? Alright, well, the correct answer is Reverend Samuel Reed Hall. Moving on for $1,000. This person was famous for his psychology of education. He was born on March 20th, 1904 in Susquehanna, Pennsylvania. He went to Harvard College for behavior psychology and coined the term operant conditioning. This directly relates to how punishment and rewards work with children specifically. He published The Technology of Teaching, Beyond Freedom and Dignity, and Walden 2. Yes, Sean?
B.F. Skinner, my favorite psychologist.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
B.F. Skinner?
Yes, correct. Correct. Alright, so the next person along the line is of B.F. Skinner. This one is worth $1,500. This man was a Swiss psychologist, born in 1896 and passed away in 1980. He went to the University of Paris. He created the theory of mental or the cognitive development. He believed that children had 4 stages of development and said that children go through these stages at slightly different times, and the child learns differently and more deeply through the progression of these stages. Basically, the way a child learns becomes more and more sophisticated as their brain develops. This led to an awareness, and there should be grade levels in schools.
That's
yes,
that,
Sammy?
Pigeon guy,
You mean Jean Piaget?
Yes, correct. The total for Sammy being at 0 and Sean being at $3,000. And now, back to the game show, Name That Famous Historical Figure in the History of Education. Alright, moving on to $500. This man was famous for riding around on a horse and surveying many schools in Massachusetts. He was elected Secretary of the Board of Education in 1837, and he believed that every child should receive a basic education. He reformed the structure of classrooms by making the classrooms safe, introducing prerequisites for teachers, and made minimum amounts of attendance. He was often called the father of the common school.
yes. Horseman.
Good job! $500 for you. For another $1,000, name this woman. She lived in Italy and graduated from a technical school in 1886. This lady believed that classrooms should have small desks for small children. Also, she was an advocate for self-directed learning styles, and now some schools in the United States are modeled after her suggested learning style.
That would be Sabrina.
No, that's Maria Montessori.
Correct. Sean, you win this round. For
Sorry.
finishing in at $5,000. Sean wins this round and Sammy leaves with $500. Congratulations, Sean Connery. Congratulations. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Stay tuned in for tomorrow night's edition of Make That Famous